So in today's video, we are going to discuss about each and every single thing that you need to think before you decide that your child needs to go to school. Hi friends, my name is Ankita and I have a cup of tea in my hand. I'm a tea lover. And if you people are new to the channel, then welcome. I usually post content that is relevant to homemaking. I am a homemaker. I have been married since past 6 years. I have a son who's 3 years old. So if you people are interested in videos that are relevant to this subject, do consider subscribing to the channel. And without wasting any time further, let's just straight away jump into the video. There is a possibility that this video might be a little bit longer because I have a lot to talk about that. So let's straight away jump into the video and see what we need to think before our kids' admission. The first thing first, you need to understand that there is a difference between a play school and an actual school. The first thing that matters in an actual school is the age of the child. Somewhere between 3.5 years to 4 years old, kids are considered for admission in a mainstream school. Now you need to know that usually the strength of a single class of these mainstream school is 30 to 35 kids in one section, where they have one teacher and 2 ayahs. So you need to understand the capability of your child, whether he or she will be able to adapt in an environment like this or not. Talking about my son Vivan, he was 2 years old when we decided that he should go to a play school. Now play school is quite different from your normal, those bigger schools. Those schools have this tendency that once you just get the admission of the child over there, you don't have to take him out of that school up till he is in class 12, he has passed class 12. But when you talk about play schools, they are literally just preparing your child for the admission in those schools. Now there are multiple different chains like Kidsy and Eurokids. Now my personal thought process is, I did went ahead and got an interview in the Kidsy and Eurokids of my area as well. I didn't found them that productive, frankly speaking. They are just having the name and they were not paying a lot of attention on the kids. That's what I observed in the first few trials. Now what I did notice was that every area has a regional sort of a play school as well, which is like popular in that particular area. And they have a lot of kids from the same area. So what I decided was that there is this school called Kids Kingdom in our area. It is a regional school. It has 3 branches in Gomti Nagar only. So we decided that we will send Vivan to that school. The major benefit of me sending Vivan to Kids Kingdom was that they simply offered a lot more comfort to the child. They normally only have 12 to 15 kids in a single section, and in the beginning, when your child is actually facing a separation anxiety from you people, the last thing that he wants is a bunch of strangers playing around him, because it's a difficult transition. Like from the parents, the child is transitioning to an entirely strange and different environment where he has to completely be reliant upon the strangers. So you need to make sure that they do not have a lot of kids in the classroom. This was my major see-through point, and this is something that you need to consider as well, that there shouldn't be a very huge number of kids in the classroom. Now the next thing that you need to know is the age range. Every preschool defines an age range. Usually the admission of the kids is allowed from the age of 1.5 years, which means 1 year and 6 months old, and the kid would be admissioned in the toddler section. Normally in toddler section, they don't give them a lot to study. They would play and study with the toys, and they would normally just play around. Play and run is what the actual activity that is supposed to be done in the toddler section. Practically this is an year in which a student is settled in the school. He makes a respectable bond with the teachers. He understands that, okay, this is the place where mama and dada are gonna leave us for 2 to 3 hours and we will be safe over here. So that year is completely like 1.5 to 2.5 years. It is the toddler section. Now before jumping into this next age range, I would like to share a personal thing with you people, and that is, don't try. I have seen parents and I have got complaints from the principal as well that she has came across a lot of parents who are like, हमारे बच्चे का admission KG में कर लीजिए, हमारे बच्चे का admission nursery में कर लीजिए. The thing is, when the kid doesn't knows ABCD or 1 2 3 4, how the teacher is capable of making him sit with the kids, because he's supposed to compete with the kids who are already there in those classes. So personally, my recommendation would be, never ever force your child to be admissioned in a particular class. Always make sure that the teachers decide what is the capability of your child and let him grow, because if you push him through to a higher class, you will have to make sure that the syllabus of this class is complete. Otherwise, the kid will fail or he will remain an average student, which is something you don't want. So simply make sure that you are not pushing boundaries when it comes up to your child. Next age group is 2.5 years to 3.5 years of age, in which at the moment Vivan is, and Vivan is in the playgroup section. In some schools, playgroup section is also known as Montessori section. I will separately make a video on the syllabus of what is covered, but practically in playgroup section they play and learn how to write capital letters and ABCD 1 2 3 4 numbers from 1 through 20 and counting from 1 to 20. There are rhymes. They just simply play and learn, but they do start learning from this section. Then from 3.5 to 4.5 years of age, they simply go to their pre-nursery section, and then there is nursery section. So normally the bigger schools or the mainstream schools, they give admission from nursery class. So up till nursery, what my recommendation is, you should send your child to some place which is capable of being known as a school. They can provide you safety and mental peace of mind, so as to make sure that your kid is learning to be within the strangers, as well as he is cooperating with the environment, and it's really very good for the overall development. I have observed changing Vivan a lot. Right now he usually communicates with strangers as well. He has started mingling with the other family members as well, and he has started looking forward to the school, to going to the school. So these are the changes that I have started observing in the child. So those changes are like really pleasing to the eyes, and I surely agree. When I did made him join the school, I met a lot of parents over there, and everyone had a different problem. One thing was common, that the elders of the family were complaining that the child is way too young. You shouldn't get his admission done, finalized in at such a young age. खेलने की उम्र है, पढ़ने की उम्र नहीं है बच्चों की, आप बच्चों को स्कूल अभी मत भेजिए. ये सारी बातें सुनने को मिलती हैं हम पेरेंट्स को, बट वी आर द वंस हु कैन एक्चुअली डिसाइड कि बच्चा किस दिशा में जा रहा है. कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं जो इजीली अडेप्ट कर लेते हैं पर्टिकुलर एनवायरनमेंट में, किसी भी पर्टिकुलर एनवायरनमेंट में, बट कुछ बच्चे ऐसे नहीं होते हैं. तो और आपको तब तक पता नहीं चलेगा जब तक आप भेजेंगे नहीं. और अगर आप डायरेक्टली ये कैसे मेन स्ट्रीम स्कूल में अपने बच्चे का एडमिशन करा देते हैं, जहाँ पे 35 से 40 बच्चा एक सेक्शन में बैठ रहा है, एक टीचर और 2 आया के दम पे, वहां पे फिर उस बच्चे को एडजस्ट करने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगी. सो प्ले स्कूल मेरे अकॉर्डिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आप भेजना नहीं चाह रहे हैं तो आपको एक बार रीथिंक करना चाहिए. आई पर्सनली थिंक नाउ देयर आर अ फ्यू एसेंशियल फैक्टर्स दैट यू शुड कंसीडर व्हाइल यू आर चूजिंग योर प्ले स्कूल. माय नंबर 1 फैक्टर वाज the distance of the play school. You need to make sure that the play school is not way too far away from your actual home. Reason being, my husband goes to the office. I am the one who has the responsibility of dropping him and picking him up from the play school. Now sometimes it happens he turns out to be a little bit cranky, so I have to go and get him. I am PP training him at the moment, but sometimes accidents happen in terms of PP, so he needs a change of clothes, so I have to go over there to give him a change of clothes. Plus I don't want him to get tired in the route from coming back or going up to the school. So this was something that I did wanted to keep in mind when I chose the play school of his. The actual distance from my house Next thing that you need to keep in mind is the security. Now, one thing that I did loved about this school that I did mention I am sending Vivaan to is that they would provide you an entire CCTV footage of the entire day if you need one. So if you think that there is something that is happening in the school, you can simply go ahead through the CCTV footage. They won't ever hand over the child apart from the mother and the father of the child. If someone else, even the grandparents, if sometimes they go to fetch the child from the school, they'll call you and confirm that the grandparents are here, have you sent them and all. So the security part, it's really good. So this is something that you need to keep in mind once you're choosing a play school, that the security part should be A1. Then the next factor that I did considered was that the school was having actually the day boarding section as well. Now, I don't leave him at day boarding, but sometimes it happens that you have some work. Like recently I did had a conference, so I had to go, and the timing of the conference was 1 to 3 p.m. and the timing of Vivaan's school is 10 to 1 p.m. So I had to request them for the day boarding section for 2 hours, and they gladly provided that assistance to us. So this is something you might keep in mind when it comes up to, simply selecting a play school, that if they have day boarding, then it is far more better. Next thing that you need to think about is the kind of teachers that they are providing. The more experienced the teachers are, the better it is for the child to be with them. Now, the last factor is I have seen way too many play schools, and I can tell you they do go ahead and simply charge a ridiculous amount of fee when it comes up to the admission fee or the monthly fee. So you need to make sure that you are searching for something that completely fits in your budget as well. So you need to make sure that that is something you're comfortable with. And talking about Vivaan's school, the admission fees was 15,000 rupees, but there was this discount scheme going on at the time of admission in February when I got his admission finalized, and the admission fees was 2,500 back then for only 2 days. And that was the time that I immediately took the decision of simply going ahead and submitting those 2,500 rupees. And I personally think those are the best 2,500 rupees I've ever spent it. And ever since then, we are submitting the monthly fee of 2,500 rupees. And his school is continuously going on. There is a little bit of examination fee and bits and nooks and pieces over here and there, but it's all good. It fits in our budget, so it's perfectly fine for us. That's the second to the last thing that I needed to discuss with you people is my personal opinion upon is play group necessary for the kid on an educational basis. I personally don't think that it is a necessity for your child, because the things that they are teaching your child are simple, very, very simple. And you can simply go ahead and very, very easily teach the child all of those things without sending him to the school. But what my personal opinion says is that you can teach your child everything, but the delivery process, when someone asks a question, the way the child is reciprocating the answer is something that will decide in which school he will get admission in the future when you will go ahead for admission in nursery. So, is your child capable of reciprocating easily? If he is hiding behind you when someone asks something, when a stranger asks something, if the child is hiding behind you, I personally think it is an alarming sign. You should simply make sure that at least 1 year before the mainstream school starts, you should simply go ahead and get an admission for your child in the play school. Because when you talk about the mainstream schools, the only thing that they focus on in terms of interview is the confidence that the child has. And that confidence comes from a play school only, because I have observed those changes in Vivaan, and I can tell you via my first-hand experience, because I taught him a lot. He knows a lot, everything, like way too many things out of his actual syllabus context. He knows a lot of things, but the confidence that he has at the moment, it's like alarming, it's like mind-blowing. So that is something that the play school gave my child. And the very last thing is gonna be a contradictory topic that I did wanted to mention, and that is the right age of learning. Now, I have heard a lot of myths when it comes up to the right age of studies. The elders of your family might have a different opinion. the peer group of yours in the family or in your friend circle might have a completely different opinion. But as you know, your child, he didn't came with an instruction manual. You always trusted your instinct when it came up to the rest of the decisions of his life. So you need to trust your own personal instincts when it is time for deciding the educational time of your child. I started showing him flashcards when he was 3 months old. It helped me expand his memory a lot. So this is something that I did for him and I am personally proud of. He memorizes things really very well. He's very good at maths. So the right age is nothing. People used to think that I am trying to teach a child who is incapable of reciprocating. I've gone mad. But when my kids were like 8 months old, they used to put back the entire peg puzzle of A, B, C, D and 1, 2, 3, 4 back into their place. They were not able to pronounce it, but they knew the exact place where A will go, where B will go, where C will go and where D will go. From A through Z in small letters and capital letters. That was the condition of my kids. So there is no right or wrong age. Whenever you want to start, you can start with the child. This is my personal opinion. Hopefully you people might have found this video productive. If you people did, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you people haven't already. And with that being said, I'll take your all's leave and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, just stay blessed and take very good care of yourself. Bye.